right. So we're live, looks like.
You want to know why?
Oops. See how this looks. Come on. Huh. I may not have. It's working? Okay. All right, so we're live here. Hope everyone's doing well. And thought I would do a live stream today. Here we go. And how's the quality? Is it? Because I just realized I didn't. I think I'm on my data. Yeah, the Wi-Fi would be better. All right, hello everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm in a new area, so I'm figuring out the technical details here. So, lagging a bit. Okay. Video quality is not great. All right, well, we'll give it a go. Yeah, I'm seeing that the video quality is not great. So how about we let the data catch up a little bit and see if that helps. Yeah, it's not looking great. It's okay? Okay, are we still lagging or are we doing all right? All right, lagging. It's better. Okay, so we have some saying it's lagging, some saying it's better. So how about we just give it a go for a bit and we'll see if it improves. I'm in a new area, so the better now. All right, good, thank you. No lag, but quality seems a bit off. Yeah, so this is I'm traveling during the holidays here and in a new situation, a new place here. So I'm temporarily here, and appreciate you hanging with me. So anyway, I wanted to do a live stream on strumming, and strumming is something that I think is under taught generally, but it's very, very important to do. And strumming is one of those things where it's hard to exactly describe how to do it because there are literally thousands of strumming patterns, if not more, right? So a lot of times you can match the strumming pattern with drums, right? So if there's a drum beat going, you can hopefully hear the drum beat being implied in the strumming pattern. So I'm going to lay that out for you and kind of get going on the specifics and maybe some examples that you can practice. Why don't I start with a song, and we'll welcome people in as they filter on in here. Let me start with an original. I kind of like to start with originals. And then we'll get into some strumming breakdown a little bit and talk about how to practice strumming and also how to think about it and analyze it yourself. All right, so this is called Help Me Out. I'm actually going to play this with my fingers. By design, life is intended to make you cry, 'cause something good's got so little time. I loved you, but I find it difficult to tell you the truth, that you are the cure for all my blues. Well, my load is so heavy, yeah, so let's rest here a while. Such a beautiful setting, I know it's taking a while, so come on, help me out, yeah, with this feeling that language we speak are my side effects of the love and wait. But I'm still grateful for the time we're taking. In the language we speak, words don't compare to the moments we share. So I choke up and get weak in the knees. So Lord, help me out, yeah, with this feeling that I gotta get out. Help me out, 'cause I can't get her out of my mind. Time slipping by. We walked up the cliff, seeing so clearly even in the mist that the fog would burn and the sun would lift. Our eyes did the talking. I was just a fool having trouble keeping cool. But that all changed and now the world is new. Well, the loads were so heavy, so we rested a while. In such a beautiful setting, yeah. Now all we do is smile. We helped each other out, yeah, with these feelings that were weighing us down. We laid high. Now we laugh knowing how we were blind. Not gonna waste no more time. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope the quality's better. I know it's not perfect. So, hello everybody. Hi, Shelly. Hi, the Soul Shake. And everybody else, Sabroso, Sir Nick. So we've got a comment from Sir Nick here. I almost exclusively learned fingerstyle. So this is helpful for me. I just know the basics of strumming, but honestly haven't gotten into it. Let's go. All right. Great comment there. So yeah, fingerstyle is something that I love doing, but strumming is very, very important. So we're going to dive into that. The Soul Shake said, this looks to be both fingerstyle and strumming. Do you usually use a pick for most strumming? Okay, great question. You can strum without a pick. We're going to be doing most of this lesson today with a pick because generally strumming is done with a pick, but not always. And, you know, I do plenty of strumming. In fact, I like to do fingerstyle with strumming when possible. And that's something I'll dive into. The pick is the most percussive sounding is the more percussive sounding of the two, so we generally correlate that with strumming. However, totally fine to strum with your fingers like I did in that song. Okay, so let's dive in a little bit to some specifics. Hopefully the quality is good enough. It looks like on my end here on my screen that it's not perfect, but hopefully you can still hear me. So, one thing that is really important with strumming is counting out the beats, okay? Songs are in either 4/4 or 3/4 or 6/8. So, you know, I'm not going to require everyone who wants to strum on the guitar to learn everything about, you know, music theory and meter, but you should be at least aware of it. And if we count 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we've got 4 quarter notes. 3/4 would be 3 quarter notes, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I had a separate live stream recently about using a metronome And you can program these meters into your metronome. You can also program it into any software that records, like GarageBand or Logic or Ableton, and practice playing in a meter. But perhaps more importantly than that even is counting out a meter. So if I had that song I just played, can you count the beats as I play this? Here's a hint, it's going to be where your foot taps. So it doesn't have to be a secret. It's going to be naturally where it seems to be a foot tap. So try to count these beats before we break it down. Okay. Now I'll count them out here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay. So that's the first step, and hopefully you're aware of how that happened there. Just counting 4 beats, starting over on the 1 for the next bar, and that's why it's 4 4 4 quarter notes. The 4 on top is 4 beats. The 4 on the bottom means quarter note. For 6 8, it would mean 6/8 notes. Okay. Now, that's just the beginning. What if we add 8th notes? So now you would say and for every 8th note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Look, before I strum, let's just count it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. These are called straight 8th notes, which most songs that we listen to and play usually are straight 8th. There is a swing and shuffle and blues and jazz, but let's stick with straight 8ths. So you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and they're called 8th notes partially because there's 8 that fit into a bar, right? 4 quarter notes, 8 8th notes, 16 16th notes, 2 half notes, 1 whole note. So you want to understand those subdivisions, at least on a basic level. And then if you start strumming, you may already be strumming a bunch and not even be aware of where the beats are landing, which is fine. But we want to start to be aware of that so that we can start to create our own strumming patterns. 2 and 3 and 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, now the reason I'm harping on this a little bit is because what you want to do is, some of my students, they say, well, teach me some strumming patterns. And then I teach them a couple, and then they think, okay, so I got to go down, up, down, down, and it's slightly difficult because the downbeats and upbeats are not felt in a down and upbeat manner. So what you want to do is start with, let's go ahead and grab your guitar if you want, or you can just try this later. Start with 4 downbeats. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3. So we're not even doing 8th notes yet. And a lot of jazz strumming sped up is like this. These are all downbeats. Okay, and this is that kind of is a gypsy jazz style, but people like Freddie Green, for instance, made his whole career on quarter note strums, just nothing up, just down, 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 down. Now, before I get into upstrokes with rock and roll and stuff like this, they actually are strumming all down, even on the 8th notes. So that's something to practice. Let me go a little slower. Down, 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 down. If we count out this in beats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, the Wi-Fi might be better. Well, the people said it was better when I did data. Sorry about that, everybody. We're improvising a new spot here while I'm traveling, and I just wanted to give you some content while I'm traveling here. Beer and coffee, yeah. Yeah, all right, so sorry about that, we're back. Abby, thanks for the wonderful comment there. I'm glad this is helping. And And then Shelley says, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. This is why they're called down upbeats. I never realized. Totally, yeah. So this is a great point to be made. So, like I said, the exception being rock and roll, which kind of was a big deal rhythmically, was using the eighth notes even as downbeats, which is kind of what gives it the energy and the push. And the Beatles capitalized on that big time. They didn't invent it, but they definitely, you could say, popularized it on a world level. So, okay, good. As the major exception of rock and roll, where you do everything down. Let's say, okay, we understand that and get back to upbeats. All right, forget about the chords for a second. And if I just go like this, at a nice slow 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and okay. Now you may think that's okay. I get it, but what's the big deal about that? A lot of songs aren't that simple with strumming patterns. Okay, am I really lagging here? Okay. Hopefully you can at least see me. I apologize. I know it's a little bit distorted on the image. So I will go through this again at another point. So we'll get some more concise lessons in the future with better quality. So what if you decide, okay, I will play some of the upbeats and some of the downbeats. Sorry, I should reverse that. Some of the downbeats and some of the upbeats. Okay, I just improvised that. So that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And see how my wrist is moving no matter what. And this is really what I was leading to. Well, the point I was leading, moving, I move even. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should connect the Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on here. So let me play a song that demonstrates this. I did a lesson on Jack Johnson, strumming and get a sense of rhythm. So let's break down this. Go ahead and tell me, if you want, in the comments below, what is the strumming, what is the, well, it's going to be kind of difficult because it's a lot, but 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's actually quite difficult to say. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's go even slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the last 2 beats of every bar, he's muting it. 1 E, maybe not the best example because he strums it, but 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a down, up the whole time, even if you're not counting. Why don't I play this song and we'll break it up with some music here. All right. And thanks for joining us. And great to see you all. Hopefully this is helping. I'll answer your question, John, in a sec. Let me just get through this song and then we'll get to your right. Here we go. 2, 3. See how I'm moving? All the time. I know she said it's alright. You can make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Maybe I messed up the lyrics. Maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. So tired of trying, but seems to me that maybe pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. There's a little bit of that one. Nice. Okay, we got a good joke there. When your riffs are too good for your Wi-Fi. Well, thank you. That's makes me feel better about my Wi-Fi that's not so great. You know, I could try to switch to Wi-Fi because I feel like maybe that would help. So, well, it seems to be working right now. I think we're all right. So let me get through some of your comments here. So we've got some questions here. Sabroso says, "Does playing with a pick or fingers make a difference in the strumming patterns?" It can, for sure, but it doesn't have to. For instance, if I play the same song with my fingers, it doesn't sound the same, but I can strum it the same. So I can go down, up, 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 down, up, 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 down, up, 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 down, up. With the pick, I could do the same thing. It will just sound a little more correct because that's what Jack was doing. It has a brighter sound. So you can definitely strum the same way. Another example of your question, Sabroso, would be Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing. On the other end of the spectrum, meaning where it's more appropriate to strum with your fingers, Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits on Sultans of Swing. He's doing this thing called a rasgueado, or a lajeo if you're in southern Spain. Because Mark Knopfler famously plays fingerstyle. Now, if I tried that on on a pick, it would be freaking tough, right? And some people get really good at that. Because I play fingerstyle, I don't practice doing ultra fast strumming on a pick because I like to use my fingers for that, right? And I play flamenco and stuff. So, yes. It's a great question because sometimes it does make a difference in your ability to do it, and it makes a difference in the sound. All right. So John asks, what is the strumming pattern for 16th note strumming within an 8th note? Like 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. Whenever I try this, I cannot get a clean sound. Sounds rushed or muddled. Okay. So John, okay, so he's saying if I'm doing strumming, let's see how this sounds. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. Okay. Well, if you're gonna, Wi-Fi. 6. I lost 3 people. Okay. Everyone's going. 3.
I can turn my hotspot on, see if it works.
Sorry about that, everybody. The Wi-Fi and it didn't work. We lost some people, but I understand. I probably would do the same thing. Okay. So I wanted to answer John's question. I hope I'm back now. John, great question. If you're going to strum 16th notes at all, what you end up wanting to do is strum everything in a 16th note pattern. So let's say I'm strumming 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. To more fully answer your question, you're asking, what if I do 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4? 1 and 2 and the 8th notes would all be down. You don't want to do down up if you're on 8th notes if you're going to do 16th notes. So you'd be like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 E and a 1 E and a. See? So you can do all sorts of combinations, but if you're just going to do 8th notes and then throw in a 16th note at the end, 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and. All right, so I hope that answers that. Hi, Jonathan. Hope you're doing well. And then, yes, Shelley said that correctly. It's just down up like 8th notes, but in double time. Well done. Okay. Hello, Françoise. I hope I'm pronouncing your name better. Françoise. All right. And I know you're in France, so I need to brush up on my French. And I have a goal of doing that so I can communicate better with you. And Sir Nick says, oh yeah. And then Sir Nick says, just real quick, do you have a tip for palm muting on an upbeat? Right, that's a good point. It's harder to palm mute on an upbeat. Okay, I got the thumbs up, good. It's harder to palm mute on an upbeat because generally in upbeat we move more. Stick to the bass notes when you're palm muting, or at least for this exercise. Now, the reason it's harder to palm mute on an upbeat is because we generally, when we're palm muting, we do down, because of that rock and roll feel. So if you're going to do upbeats, was a man and he was a loner, but he was a friend of mine. So name that song. Okay, so there's a good example of a song with palm muting, where you can do some upbeats. All right, is this all making sense? Think of the subdivisions of an 8th note 1 and as down up. That's really, if there's one thing that I can share with you, that would be something that I would recommend is. And so let's say I improvise some strumming patterns. All right, looks like the internet connection is better. That's good. So I'm glad we didn't lose it. Let's say, and then I'll probably head out soon because I have some other things to do today. But what if I create some strumming patterns by myself here, improvised? Okay, on a G chord. All right, and I was thinking about this song earlier, so I kind of already am playing this song, but check this out. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. All right, so I've got the down, down, up, down, up, but that's just the first step. What about the counting the beats? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Very important, very common strumming pattern. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. All right. So why don't I play a Eagles song here called "Take It Easy," where I'm going to play 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Down, down, up. The next strumming beat is up, but I'm still going to go down. I'm just not going to hit the strings. down, down, up, and then I'm going to quietly say down, okay? Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. See, I'm whispering down because I'm going down without hitting the strings. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. You just speed it up, you see? All right, so let's give this a go, and we'll probably head out soon. Here we go. Actually, I'm going to do this in the key of E because it's better for my voice. Okay, same song, just the key of E. Same strumming pattern. All right. Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 things on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. So hard to find. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Down, down, up, lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just a place to make your stand. Take it easy. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and look down the corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down and take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose, we may win, but we will never be here again. Just find a place to make your stand. Take it easy. Well, I'm walking down the road trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. We're gonna take it easy. You can analyze any song you play by finding out Wi-Fi issues. Well, all right, so I'm sorry about that. I appreciate you sticking with me. Let's end it there. I will do some more concrete lessons on strumming, and I'm going to do some lessons where I have some specific exercises and examples. Just wanted to have a nice hangout with you guys on this Sunday, and get to know you a little bit better, as we always like to do with these streams. So I'm glad this was helpful for some of you, or for hopefully all of you, and I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Remember to have fun with guitar and experiment on your own. So make some strumming patterns on your own. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Down, up, down, or down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. Right? Just throwing out some examples off the top of my head. You can make a song really pop if you're writing a song with just a simple strumming pattern that will basically be something that if I just play, it might be cool, but might not be enough to have a song, right? Then all of a sudden I go 1 and 2 and right? Now it has a feeling, now it has a vibe. So that's my point, is that a strumming pattern can actually make or break not only a song you're playing, but a song you're writing, or just a jam session with your friends or your band. So thanks for being patient with the Wi-Fi. I'm actually headed back to my main studio in a couple days, and then we'll be back to. So thanks all for tuning in, and really good to see you all. There is the Patreon to check out. Really appreciate it if you want to check that out. Great way to support the channel. There's about 30 tabs up there. There's also, super chat if you want to ever do the super chat here on the live streams. And please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up, and all your comments. All those things really help. This is a new channel, and so it's been fun getting to know you all, because we're small enough to where I'm seeing a lot of names, similar names, including, Sobroso, Jonathan, Francoise, John, Shelley, etc. So, and Sir Nick, all of you. So you're all really appreciated, and have a great day. Have fun practicing, and we'll see you next time. Bye.